Hi everyone, this is Nina, and I hope this message finds you all well. Maybe you're in a really good place right now, and I really hope so. Maybe things are a little more challenging, and so today I'm here to bring you another tool that you can use when things are not going so well right now. And I guess I just realized that I'm doing a series with these videos because all these tools that I tape on video are really designed to bring you out of a state of stress and overwhelm and dread to a place of ease and calm and kind of like I can do this, I know what to do next kind of place. And in the end, it's all the nervous system. Everything I'm talking about is like shifting you from one nervous system state, like fight, flight, freeze, into a state of calm and ease, rest and digest. And maybe I'm going to do another video just about the nervous system and why I talk about the nervous system so much. It's my favorite concept around thinking around stress and even what's happening right now in this crisis. You can kind of like see through the lens of the nervous system, and I really like this, and I'm going to do a separate video on that, because today what I want to talk about is a tool that I learned a while ago, maybe 2-3 years ago. It's called resourcing, and it comes from psychology, and it's a super simple tool. It's basically a list of 10 to 20 things, can be more, that you genuinely enjoy doing. And if you want to do this right now, you just get a piece of paper and a pen and write down 10 to 20 things. You can pause the video. What I want you to think about is things that you really genuinely enjoy doing. So no like expectations, no, oh, this is what I should be doing, but really, oh, this is stuff that I really like to do. It makes me feel better, and it can be as silly, it can be as strange as you want it to be. It's just yours. You don't have to show this list to anyone. And just for a couple of examples, and I can show you my list later to get some ideas, is maybe it is something around exercise, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's, I don't know, if you live close to the ocean, it's like swimming or surfing. I want you to focus on things right now that are actually feasible. So right now, obviously, when you love going to the gym, that's a little bit harder, or you enjoy doing yoga classes. But think about things that you can do right now. And if you have a hard time thinking about things, just go back in your memory a couple of weeks, months, years, and think about things, actions, experiences, activities, where you had the sense of like, I feel so good. This makes me feel so good. And then write it down, one after the other. And include things that are super small, like maybe a 1-minute thing, like some breathing practices or a cup of coffee, and things that maybe take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, maybe half a day if you have it. So be creative about the time length of the activities. So, okay. You might be thinking right now, why am I doing this? I already know what I enjoy doing. I don't have to write this down. Yes, and you do know it now because probably right now you feel pretty stable, pretty chill. Maybe you don't, and that's the point where the list comes in. If you're in a state of overwhelm and like anxiety and fear, what happens is that the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that makes you smart, kind of like shuts down. It's a fun fact of human evolution. I don't know why. Now I know why evolution came up with this, but I'm not going to go into this now. I'm going to spare you the details. But there is science around when we're stressed, it makes us less smart, which is terrible, right? Because if we're already in anxiety and fear, kind of like we want ourselves to be smarter. So this is where the list comes in. If you feel stressed in the future, you will go to your list and you will look at it and literally go through the list and pick one that you can do right there in that moment with the resources you have, with the time you have, and then you go do that. And the thing, what happens is, if you choose one thing from that list, again, it addresses the nervous system and it brings you out of the state of fight, flight, freeze, because you redirect your attention to something else and it cuts that circle. And you don't have to believe me, as always. I'm not here to tell you to believe anything. I'm here to give you options to try out and then see how that makes you feel. So this is my list. I painted my list. Okay, this gives extra credit, but you definitely don't have to do that. Well, because actually painting is one of my ways to resource. So if I sit down with a piece of paper and I start jotting down ideas and color, it makes me feel instantly calm and relaxed. And I'm not sure if you can actually see this list, and it's gonna be kind of like mirror. Well, it doesn't really matter. So here, this is, for example, I enjoy doing everything that has to do with water, like sitting at the beach if I can, looking out on the water, taking a hot bath with Epsom salt, one of my favorites in the evening, also prepares for sleep. There's some things that I like, just like there's a thing called tapping, and I like have some Reiki training, so that's something that really helps me get out of a state of overwhelm. Deep breathing exercises, and I have some videos on that. I can't believe that I'm saying this. But yeah, you can check those out. This is funny. Sorry, I'm kind of like new to this whole video thing, and I'm a huge introvert, so this is really strange for me to be doing this, but these tools really helped me. So my hope is that maybe it helps you as well. Okay, so then for me another thing is Uppsala here, like going for a brisk walk outside. I'm not a big runner, but like just being outside and like going for a walk with some of my favorite music. This is the Spotify sign. Or like one of my favorite podcasts. Or like doing some yoga at home, 10 minutes, gentle yoga always does the trick. And yeah, and some writing, journaling is another way for me. But there's like, I just picked a couple of those. I put this on my desk recently. But I also have a long list of like 30, 40 things. And sometimes I just go and do a new list of things that resonate with me right now. Like I also have like a cup of coffee on there, or like eat something really yummy that I enjoy, something nourishing and healthy. I like spending time with people that I love, and right now it's maybe even just via WhatsApp sometimes, and sending each other messages or pictures or whatever it is. So there are plenty of ideas, and the only important thing is that you make it yours. If things don't bring you joy, they don't belong on this list. If they don't make you feel a lot better afterwards, they don't belong on this list. So yeah, I'm super excited to, yeah, I love this like resourcing list, and it, like I can only tell you, it really helps sometimes to, when you're in a funk, to just look at that list. It's quite amazing that there are always things on there where you're like, oh, I didn't think about that, and then you go and have a cup of hot coffee and you feel instantly better. So it sounds strange, maybe it sounds too simple, too good to be true, and it's definitely not a silver bullet for just everything and you're gonna feel amazing afterwards and before you felt like really shitty. That's not what it is. It's really just another way of addressing moments of challenge rather than following the thoughts down their rabbit's hole, making it worse, and like getting lost in future scenarios about like how bad this could be. And that's a mental note to myself, and this is why I learned all these tools, because my mind by nature is very like catastrophizing, coming up with lots of scenarios. I was talking with a friend about this the other day. I think it makes us really successful sometimes in things that we do, but it is often not helpful in times of crisis, especially right now. So yeah, this is just another way to kind of like get yourself in a little bit of a better state. And every time you do this, you're not brushing over anything that's hard right now. You're not pushing it away in that sense. You're just choosing to redirect your attention to something else, and that helps break the cycle. Maybe this is another idea for a video, like because there's a nice framework around how thoughts, body sensations, and emotions kind of like fuel each other, and sometimes it gets us trapped into this cycle of fight, flight, freeze. And it's really quite amazing. These tools are designed to kind of like break that cycle. That's why I'm such a big fan. I use them all the time myself. That's the whole idea why I kind of like put all of this on YouTube, because I really, really hope that it helps some of you to find these moments, these islands of ease in these challenging times. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not a guru. I'm not really anything like that. I just learned to use those tools, and it helped me a lot. So just offering that out and hoping that it helps you too. As always, let me know if you have any questions. I always love hearing your feedback via email, WhatsApp, whichever way. And yeah, I'm sending you hugs and kisses and hope to see you soon.